Imagine feeling overwhelmed with all the information about intermittent fasting. You want to start, but where do you begin? The struggle is real, isn't it? It can be confusing to sift through all the advice and decide what's right for you. Well, you're not alone. Many of us have been there, bewildered by jargon like eating windows, fasting cycles, 16-8, 5-2, and so on. This video is designed to be your guide, your roadmap through the maze of intermittent fasting, especially if your goal is weight loss. Intermittent fasting is not just a buzzword. It's a lifestyle choice that can have profound benefits on your health and weight management. It's about more than just skipping meals. It's about understanding your body, your needs, and how to make fasting work for you. By the end of this video, the confusion will clear. We'll break down the basics, bust the myths, and give you actionable steps to start your fasting journey. We'll also explore how to manage potential challenges and make intermittent fasting a sustainable part of your life. So are you ready to take the plunge into the world of intermittent fasting? Great. Stay with us as we decode the buzzwords and bring you a simple, effective roadmap to begin your intermittent fasting journey. At its core, intermittent fasting revolves around two key concepts: eating windows and fasting windows. This practice is not about what you eat, but rather when you eat. It's a pattern that alternates periods of eating with periods of not eating, or fasting. There are several popular methods of intermittent fasting. The 16-8 method involves 16 hours of fasting, followed by an 8-hour eating window. This could be as simple as skipping breakfast and eating your meals between noon and 8 p.m. The 5-2 method, on the other hand, involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and restricting calories to about 500 to 600 for 2 days. The one meal. A day or OMAD method is pretty self-explanatory. You eat just one meal in a day. One of the major concerns when it comes to fasting is managing hunger and energy levels during fasting periods. It's normal to feel a bit hungry, especially when you're just starting out. However, your body will gradually adapt. Staying well hydrated can also help keep hunger at bay. Drinking water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee can help you feel fuller for longer. When it comes to breaking your fast, it's important to make healthy choices. It may be tempting to indulge in a feast after a long fast, but this can lead to overeating and negate the benefits of your fast. Opt for nutrient-rich foods that include lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. Lastly, it's crucial to remember that intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all approach. We all have different needs and lifestyles, and what works for one person may not work for another. Listen to your body and adjust your fasting schedule accordingly. If a 16-hour fast feels too long, start with a shorter fast and gradually work your way up. Remember, the key to successful intermittent fasting lies in understanding your body and tailoring your fasting schedule to your personal needs. Ready to start fasting? Here's how to build your fasting plan. First, let's talk about the fasting window. For beginners, it's advisable to start small and scale up. You might want to consider starting with a 12-hour fasting window and a 12-hour eating window, also known as a 12-12 schedule. This means, if your last meal was at 8 o'clock in the evening, you will have your next meal at 8 o'clock the next morning. As your body adjusts, you can gradually extend your fasting window to 14 hours, then 16, and so on. Now, it's important to remember that your fasting schedule should fit your lifestyle and preferences. If you're a night owl, you might find that a later eating window works best for you. Or, if you're an early bird, an early eating window might suit you better. The key here is consistency. It's easier to stick to a fasting schedule that aligns with your daily routine. Next, let's delve into meal planning within your eating window. It's not just about when you eat, but what you eat matters too. Aim to balance your meals with a mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. Protein keeps you feeling full, fiber aids digestion, and healthy fats provide energy. So a meal might include a lean protein like chicken or tofu, a fiber-rich food like broccoli or lentils, and a healthy fat like avocados or almonds. Remember, fasting isn't a license to binge eat during your eating window. Instead, focus on nutrient-dense foods that nourish your body and support your energy levels. Lastly, we cannot overemphasize the importance of hydration. Whether you're in your fasting or eating window, staying hydrated is crucial. Drinking plenty of water helps curb hunger pangs, aids digestion, and keeps your body functioning well. You can also sip on unsweetened teas or infuse your water with slices of cucumber or lemon for a refreshing twist. Building a fasting plan isn't about rigid rules. It's about finding what works best for you. Remember, the goal is to create a sustainable plan that you can stick to long-term. So, listen to your body, adjust as needed, and embark on your fasting journey with confidence. Intermittent fasting isn't just about when you eat. Your lifestyle plays a key role too. Let's dive into some lifestyle hacks that can support your fasting success. First up is sleep. Never underestimate the power of a good night's rest. Quality sleep is like a secret weapon that supports both your fasting and overall health. Try to establish a regular sleep schedule, make your bedroom a sanctuary free from distractions, and consider practices like reading or meditation before bed to help you wind down. Next, let's talk about stress management. When your body is under stress, it can be more challenging to stick to your fasting schedule. Techniques like meditation or yoga can be game changers here. Even a simple deep breathing exercise can do wonders to reduce stress and keep you focused on your fasting goals. Moving on to exercise. While it's true that you don't need to be a gym rat to succeed with intermittent fasting, a bit of moderate exercise during your eating window can support your metabolism and overall well-being. Think about activities you enjoy, whether that's a walk in the park, a dance class, or a bike ride. The key is to move your body in a way that feels good to you. Finally, let's talk about community. Embarking on a fasting journey can feel a little daunting at first, but you don't have to go it alone. Finding a supportive community, whether it's an online group or a buddy who's also trying intermittent fasting, can be a great source of motivation and inspiration. It can also be a place to share your successes, your challenges, and your tips and tricks. So there you have it. Sleep, stress management, moderate exercise, and community. These are the lifestyle hacks that can take your fasting from a struggle to a success. Remember, it's not just about the hours you're eating or not eating, it's about the whole picture. The way you live your life can make a big difference in your fasting journey. Remember, a holistic approach is the secret to successful intermittent fasting. Let's address some common concerns and misconceptions about intermittent fasting. First off, the inevitable hunger pangs. Yes, they can be a bit unsettling at first, but trust me, they are transient. Your body is simply adjusting to a new eating schedule. A good strategy here is to stay well hydrated. Water, herbal teas, or bone broths can be your best allies in keeping hunger at bay during fasting periods. Now let's talk about headaches. These are typically due to dehydration or withdrawal from caffeine or sugar. Again, staying hydrated is crucial. If you're a regular caffeine consumer, consider gradually reducing your intake before starting your fasting routine to lessen the impact. Social challenges are another aspect worth mentioning. You might find yourself in situations where fasting is tricky. A family dinner, a brunch with friends. But remember, flexibility is key. It's okay to adjust your fasting schedule for special occasions. Intermittent fasting is not about deprivation, it's about finding a balance that works for you. Now, on to debunking some myths. One common misconception is that fasting leads to muscle loss. While it's true that your body needs energy during fasting periods, it's more likely to use stored fat for fuel before it turns to muscle. That said, maintaining a regular exercise routine and getting enough protein during your eating window can help protect your muscle mass. Another myth is that fasting is a quick fix for weight loss. Let's be clear, fasting is not a magic bullet. It's a tool that can support weight management, but it's most effective when combined with a balanced diet and regular physical activity. And lastly, remember that fasting isn't suitable for everyone. If you have a medical condition like diabetes or a history of eating disorders, it's essential to consult a healthcare professional before starting a fasting regime. Safety should always be your first priority. Intermittent fasting is a journey, and like any journey, there will be challenges. But with the right information and strategies, you can conquer them. Now that we've shed light on intermittent fasting, it's time to embark on your journey. Let's recap our key takeaways. Understand the basics, build a plan that suits you, incorporate lifestyle practices, and overcome potential challenges. Your health is your wealth, so prioritize it. Personalize your fasting approach because what works for one person might not work for another. Remember, the power to unlock your fasting potential lies in your hands. So take that first step and embrace the journey.